Welcome to SantosBrosEat, food worth mentioning.
Where Chef Jeff and his brother Kenny talk about their amazing adventures eating and tasting food that is so incredible, they have got to just share it with the world.
My mouth is salivating already.
All right, so welcome back everyone to Santos Brothers Eats, where we're going to be talking about food worth mentioning. And as usual, I'm here with my brother Chef Jeff. And before I introduce him, well, I kind of did, but before I let him talk, if this is your first time here, instead of welcome back, it's just a big welcome. And you're going to find out that we're the Santos Brothers. We love talking about food, especially if the food is super delicious. Sometimes we talk about food that kind of give us a bad experience, some of those interesting ones. But today we got some great things to talk about. And so how's your day so far, Jeff?
Day so far so good. It's May 20th in Toronto. We got some good news regarding the opening of Toronto. Nice. Don't want to say too much just in case it doesn't pan out. But yeah, so things are looking good in Toronto side for things going to quote unquote normal.
Yes, so, yeah. Absolutely. And so this episode, we're going to talk about two different things. And the two main things we're going to be talking about is what's labeled as Scarborough's top burrito and also Toronto's most indulgent burger.
Nice.
So we're going to be talking about that, the burrito first, okay? And that comes to us from our good friends at Blog TO, right? Here's an article from Blog TO, the top 35 burritos in Toronto by neighborhood. And those of you that know me and Jeff, or Jeff and I, we're from Scarborough. So I was looking at this article, and there's 35. So dozens and dozens of different places you can go to. I went to the Scarborough one. And the Scarborough one is called, let's go down to it here. Am I going far enough? There it is.
No, there you are.
Scarborough. It's called Mexitaco. So Mexitaco, I was just talking with Jeff about this. Mexitaco, there's two locations. I guess the Victoria Park, because Victoria Park is the line, right?
Between Scarborough, so Victoria Park is on the, if you look at the map, on the east side or the right side, that's Scarborough. And on the left or west side, that's East York. Toronto, Canada's only borough, apparently, as well.
Ah, okay. So I went to Mexitaco, the one in Victoria Park. And so we're just on the border of Scarborough. If I had gone to this location on the bluffs, I guess I would be in East York. So I went there, and what did I order? What's interesting is that it said, I didn't know what to order, but then it says, order the Burrito de Tinga, right? So I actually went on their website here, and I was like, I couldn't even find burritos. And I thought, something is wrong here. Why can't I find it? And then I found, oh, look, there's 2 pages, which is kind of interesting. I thought maybe they'd stack them, but no. So I went over, and there's a second page, and here are a bunch of burritos.
There we go. And
when I went to go order, first of all, the guy that ordered the phone, super friendly. And I said, I wanted a burrito. And I said, what did you recommend? Like, what do you recommend? And right away, he says, our most popular is called Burrito de Tinga. So just like the article said, he says, he suggested it. So I went ahead and got it. And it is pulled chipotle chicken and onion, sauteed onions and bell peppers with rice, beans, and sour cream. Doesn't sound particularly, special or anything, but this is what they're all ordering. And I got to tell you is that burritos is something that I love to eat. Those of you that know, I used to live in Salt Lake, and Salt Lake, there's a lot of Mexican restaurants, a lot of 24-hour Mexican restaurants. And there's 2 places. One place is called Burritos, and the other one is called Betos. All right.
Okay.
And they serve everything, right? But you can get these burritos that are like the size of like a baby's arm for like $2.99, $3.99. I'd always get them and bring them, if I wanted to go to a movie, I'd always sneak them into a movie theater because they're so compact and so filling. And so this kind of reminded me of that. Right. And so I went to go pick up those or the Burrito de Tingo. I didn't get anything else. If this was an opportunity where I could kind of sit down and eat there, I may have had like something to drink, like maybe a margarita or something. But I wasn't able to get that. And so I did go ahead and pick it up. It is a bar. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just before. So I don't know if it is because we're in Canada back in the 80s, but the only burritos that I knew of, nothing was Taco Bell. because I don't think there are many Mexican restaurants other than Taco Bell or Chi-Chi's. And for those of you that, is there Chi-Chi's still in the States, or have they gone to?
I haven't seen Chi-Chi's in a while. A
so
celebration of food.
So for those of you that maybe you're too young, or maybe you live in Canada back in the 80s or even 90s, Chi-Chi's was the first sort of sit-down Mexican restaurants. Taco Bell, I think, has been around forever. And because we're Filipino, our parents, they weren't big fans of going out for food. We never really experienced Taco Bell that much. McDonald's maybe, KFC, only if the bucket was on sale. But Taco Bell, very rare, I don't know any. But I think my first remembrance of any Mexican food, period, was Chi-Chi's. And like I said, they were the first ones also that we had deep fried ice cream.
Oh, I totally remember that. Taco Bell brings me back. There was once upon a time, Taco Bell had a value menu when burritos were 69 cents. Those were the bean burritos. Yeah. And now bean burritos are over $2, if I remember correctly.
Right. My favorite was the 7-layer burrito. I like that combination. It's all 7 layers. Like, oh, this is a good burrito. But then, we grew up and you went to Utah. And then in Toronto, burritos became a fad. There's Burrito Boys, the Fat Burrito.
Fat
more
bastard,
of a chain,
right?
yeah. But now we're talking about actual, like, small, support local burrito places, and so let's hear more about Mexitaco.
Mexitaco, and so the Mexitaco. There I am. I'm picking up the food there, and then this is what it looks like when it is unwrapped. And I'm just used to having burritos wrapped in tinfoil, and like so I could walk and eat with it. Like if I was trying to eat this in the car. Like I would have had it could possibly make a mess, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so I always love it when the burritos are more than wrapped. They actually just kind of put in that panini press or whatever they do to grill it, which was super nice. And I mean, it doesn't look that special, but it tasted really, really good. And so here it is. After I've taken a bite, you can see the refried beans and the sauteed onions. And the reason why I'm mentioning those sauteed onions is because they really make this burrito. It sounds, or it felt like, or it tasted like that they really took their time when they sauteed those onions and caramelized it. They were so soft. And when onions are caramelized, they get nice and sweet. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
that's the only, time is the only thing that makes onions sauteed that good. You really can't rush sauteed onions to make sure the sugar and the caramelization comes out nice.
Yeah. So it's low and slow, right?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
exactly right. If you go too fast, you might burn it, and that ruins
it. You will burn it, and you cannot hurry that up. The caramelization, you cannot be hurried. And it was a great burrito. I look forward actually to eating more of their burritos. Okay. Because if you look, they have the tinga. The second one he actually mentioned was the carne asada, which is super popular. And then there's a whole bunch. There's chorizo. There's even one. Oh, this one. I almost got this one, even though that the tinga was mentioned on the article. Yeah. The pescado asado, because it had some grilled fish. Okay. So,
that one with the shrimp and pineapple. Oh wow.
Oh, where's that one? Oh, that one.
The very bottom one.
Ooh, that sounds way good.
Yeah. So other than the meat and the beans, what else do you like on your burrito in your burrito?
So a lot of people, they're big on guac. And guac is cool. I love guacamole, but I must have sour cream. Like I gotta have sour cream. That's more of a priority than guacamole.
That is it.
For me, at least. And so I do like refried beans. When it comes to burritos, whether it comes to like regular refried beans or black beans, I'm actually a little bit different. I like the regular. Most people like the black.
No, like I like the refried beans. That sort of the smoothness of it. It sort of adds a bit of texture to the actual burrito. That's what I like. So for me, sour cream for sure. Shredded cheese. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen sauteed onions on burrito anywhere else. I know they offer like raw onions, or just like part cooked with other vegetables, like Mexican vegetables, as they would call it. So onions and peppers. And the onions just sort of have that little char on it. That's about it. So it's more raw than anything else.
So I haven't thought of it. I can't think of that either. But it was so well done. Like those onions were so smooth, you know, and like the beans were good. Like as you mentioned, the texture, it's almost like a puree, with the refried beans, which is nice.
That's it.
Everything about it was good. Had a little bit of heat. Actually, there's a little There's a little
salsa?
sign there.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Or,
the single pepper there. I saw that.
yeah. So, but you could always add a little bit more. You could add some
Yeah.
jalapenos if you wanted to. I'd definitely go to this place again. Maybe try their tacos. Maybe try their
Okay.
fajitas.
The enchiladas. I sort of like enchiladas. You know, for me,
Enchiladas are good, but the thing about enchiladas is those are
messy.
it's not a walk and eat food.
No.
It's a sit down and eat, which
Yeah.
is fine if
For
that's
sure.
what you want. Oh, they have fried ice cream, Jeff. Didn't even look at their desserts.
There we go. The dolce. Oh, there we go. Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
they have a cajeta burrito, fried mini burrito stuffed with cheese, topped with Mexican caramel and chocolate syrup.
Ooh,
And then they have-
cheese and syrup and chocolate. Oh, okay. A little sweet and salty there. That's cool.
That one's worth trying just
Yeah.
for like the video, eh? Just
It
have some
is.
cheese and caramel. That's
then
and chocolate
churros.
syrup.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe a place we got to go and make sure that we have some good desserts as well as the burritos because it
So,
was
quick question.
really good. Yeah.
Talking about chains, there's one chain that actually does like the ramen noodles and adds it in the burritos as well. It's sort of like a fusion. Have you had that yet?
No, what are they called?
The chain? I think it's
Yeah.
Fat Bastards.
Oh,
I'm
Fat
right.
Bastard does that. I haven't
Yes.
even. I've only been there the one time.
Okay. So yeah, part of one of their fusion menus is Asian, and you could ask for it on any burrito. So it I think they're just they're when you're a kid and had ramen noodles. Even now, sometimes I'll chew on a quick ramen noodle when it's not cooked, and they actually offer that like it's crushed, and they offer it on the inside of their burritos or tacos or bowls as a little crunch factor.
Nice.
So
that sounds
and
good.
yeah, it's not too bad because they're crunchy and they have a bit of saltiness to it as well. So it sort of adds to that.
Absolutely.
But I guess in that Mexitaco is a traditional Mexican restaurant. So, but yeah, that cheese and custard burrito sounds really good.
It does. I mean, it's a little bit out of the box, but we like to eat out of the box stuff.
That is,
so
yeah.
we're okay with that. Yeah.
So, what would you rate the burrito that you had, Ken?
So I've had a lot of really good burritos. This one I can't give it higher than an 8.
All right.
But 8's solid. Like I would
is.
definitely get it again. Like if I didn't know what to order, I'd order that burrito de tinga again. But if I wanted to get more adventurous, I might try the grilled fish, or I like that you pointed out the shrimp one, the shrimp and pineapple. That one sounds good.
All right, quick question on the other one.
Yeah.
So you've had American burritos or American Mexican food.
Yeah.
And now, and I'm pretty sure they're much better in America than in Canada.
Yeah.
Would you agree, or yes or no, or do you think they're basically the same?
Well, they're absolutely better, at least in Utah, and I would imagine a lot of the neighboring states, because like they're actually like they're Mexicans that actually came over, like so they're actually cooking the food. So
having said that, I'm trying to think, how many burritos have you had in Canada? Even chains like Fat Bastards or Chipotle's, and so would that be in a higher? What would you rate this as a Canadian burrito then?
From a Canadian standpoint, I would rate this higher than like a Chipotle for sure. Okay. Obviously higher than like a Taco Bell, but I haven't had many other places for burritos and whatnot. But definitely higher than that. You know what? Maybe as if I just took it the Canadian standard way, I'd raise it to, well, not a 9. But an 8.5 then?
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah. I'm just asking because, like you said, you lived in America for a while, so you've had actual Mexican food in America, which for me, I haven't had that. So, you probably have the different palates, and you know what actual Mexican food tastes like. Not that, so we don't know if Mexitaco is owned or run by Mexicans. Hopefully they are, but the menu still looks good. Ken had a delicious burrito. And they had good options in that the burrito with the churro with the cheese and the caramel sauce. It looks delicious.
It does. And here's their Instagram page. They got a lot of good looking food here.
They do.
Here's that well, actually it's not the burrito, but this is the shrimp with the taco, which looks good.
That looks good. Oh, ceviche. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice. So it's a tostada. I thought it was a taco. Yeah, so they have a lot of there's some churros. Wow, look at that. They have a lot of good things on their Instagram page. Of course, we're going to include a link to not only their website, but also their Instagram page on in the show notes or in the description of the video if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. but it looks like they do a really good job. Some really great tasting food. I'm going to click on this because I see some fried bananas.
Or plantain?
Yeah, plantano frito is the
There it
perfect
is.
choice.
Yeah.
That looks good.
With some sort of sauce. Can't tell what that is, but yeah.
Yeah. And it's not in the description either. So yeah. So that is Scarborough's top burrito, at least according to Blog TO.
Yeah.
And maybe one of these days we'll try some other places because there's dozens here.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I tried out what has been named Toronto's most indulgent burger. So there's an article here, Blog TO, the 10 most indulgent burgers in Toronto. What takes the top of the list is a place called Shamrock Burgers that are in Scarborough.
That's it.
It's a burger called the Canadiana. And is that it there? Yeah, this is actually it.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, mine looked different. And
much different.
Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about that. What's in this? All right. First of all, now, all these burgers, I didn't realize, like they said, they're indulgent. I didn't realize that they're like these mega burgers, right? Like number 2 here, from Burgers Priest is the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse. So we're talking about 2 patties. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's 4 patties total in between 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. So we're talking about big burgers. I didn't realize that when I ordered the Canadiana. I was actually on the website, all right, and I was looking at the menu. Actually, here it is. It's they're so proud. Canadian, the most indulgent burger according to Blog TO. And then in 2015, where is it? They also won Hellman's Best Burger. So and it was a Canadiana too.
And, look at that! Over 20 free toppings to choose from. Holy cow!
Yeah, so pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, ketchup. I can't name them all, but I'm sure there's a lot of fun ones there.
That's it.
So I went onto their it's so much better. You got to pre-order. You don't have to, but you can go in there and order and then wait. Like why not just show up?
It's so these places, it's not like McDonald's where they have burgers waiting. Like when I went to Top Gun Burger, I made the mistake. I ordered and I was waiting 15 minutes, but only because I know these are fresh burgers and they take time to cook. So that's the important thing. So, always pre-order. If you're going to a small sport local, always pre-order,
it's easier pre-order. It's easy for them. The tip is built in. You just have to walk in. You don't have to worry about anything. You say your name and you pick up the food, which is exactly what I did at Shamrock Burger. Went in, picked up the food, and then I left. What I ended up getting though is
I'm only laughing because Ken already showed me the picture, but wait till you see this.
So you can order, really easy to order. I ordered the Canadiana, so you could just click on it. And I thought, there's an option here. It says, would you like to make it a combo? And I thought, you know what? I'll make it a combo, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? And so I made it a combo. And then I decided, well, what do I want? Do I want fries or rings? And there's an option here for frings. So I went ahead and got the frings, and then for the drink, it came with a can of pop. I ended up getting, I can't remember, a Coke or something like that, and I just thought I'd go and pick it up. But what I didn't really notice, right? I didn't notice, and I should have noticed, is that, look at this. It says, by eating it, you'll exceed your caloric intake for the day.
That's it.
The 8-ounce patty, I'll say that again, the 8-ounce patty, that's a half-pound patty. Right, 8 ounces, comes on a bun, and a bun does that look like a pretzel bun in this picture? Because it
doesn't actually. No, it's like a regular bun.
Pretzel bun, a healthy portion of pea meal bacon, a healthy portion of strip bacon, crispy fried onions, and poutine. So I thought, maybe it might look like this. No. First of all, here are the frings that I ordered. I got a little extra. I wish I had more of the onion rings. But that's just the way it was. And I got a stray, what are those called again? Sweet potato fry.
Yeah, that's it.
Included in there.
Little bonus.
Yeah, onion rings were actually all of it was good. I mean, those look like fresh cut fries. So,
I was telling Ken that these look like fresh onion rings only because the shape of it, you could tell like that was a half onion ring, and just the batter, the way it's sort of puffed, it's uneven, but it's the way how thick it is.
Yeah.
Because you could tell like frozen onion rings because they match perfectly the shape of the fry, and it's so close to it. But you can tell these are These are fresh onion rings.
Absolutely. And they were delicious. They were delicious onion rings. So that's what came. And then this is how the Canadiana came. And so, I mean, it's just a massive, massive piece of food. It's a pretzel bun here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as pretty as the picture that they have on their website. But I'll tell you, this is not something that you can pick up and eat. This is something that, like, I lifted up the lid and I started picking at different stuff because for me to, like, I could not fit this thing in my mouth. And the bacon was so good. Like, I remember taking some bacon off, thinking there's too much of it, and putting it on top of the poutine and then eating that, like eating the bacon with the poutine. And then there's pulled pork on this.
Yeah, I read that
and
too.
Pulled pork is actually really, really good. You know, there's some pulled porks that are just too sweet. And even though we love sweet, this one just sweet enough. Yeah. Just sweet enough, just smoky enough, just salty enough. Really, really, really tasty. But it was just a lot of food. Like, if I had realized that there was going to be that much poutine and that much food, like, I just should have read the description. Yeah. I wouldn't have gotten the side of frings because this was my meal that I did not finish. Right. That is massive. To me, that's a lot. A lot of carbs. A lot to me. Yeah. So I simply didn't finish it, but I did enjoy how it tasted. And just like I said, you know, everything about it, you know, was good, from the onion rings to the poutine to the pretzel bun, the patty, 8-ounce patty with the pulled pork. Pulled pork was good. The bacon was good. Everything about it was really good. You know, as we're looking, here is a picture of their Instagram. Look at that. Not a picture. Here's their Instagram feed. What is this? What do you think that is? Is that two burgers, Jeff?
That looks like, hold on, let's see it.
Yeah, it's a burger stack. So it's two burgers there. Looked like one there, so that we're looking at here. Yeah. We're looking at on the video. But like, I mean, their poutine looks delicious. Look at that. Big.
So is that a trend, the burger stack? There's another picture there with someone just stacked the burger. Is that?
Maybe it is burger stack. Just bury your problems with lots of burgers and you'll instantly feel better.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Huh.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of stacks. There's a lot of stacks burgers. There's a triple stack. A lot of pictures here of people stacking burgers here.
What are we missing? What's this burger stack trend? Oh, see, look at those onion rings. Those are
delicious onion rings that we're gonna be having. I'll tell you, ever since I gave Burger's Priest option patty like a 9.9 out of 10, it is hard for me to give high burger numbers. And do I want to give this one a 9? Okay. Is the question. And I think I will. You know what? The Canadiana deserves a 9. There's a reason why it is voted Toronto's most indulgent burger. One. Yeah. Exactly and also back in 2015, Hellman's best burger as well. So
exactly right. Speaking of Hellman's, so here is their 20 free toppings. So you got ketchup, mustard, relish, pickles, onions, lettuce, mayo, and jalapeno peppers. And then the other additional toppings is garlic mayo, chipotle barbecue sauce, sriracha, ancho chipotle, HP sauce, Dijon mustard, crispy onions, cucumbers, green peppers, red onions, caramelized onions, which I might go for, and sauteed mushrooms. So yeah, that is a very, I can't imagine anyone asking for all those 20. I'm pretty sure people have. But yeah, that is a good assortment.
Yeah. And so speaking of, you know what, I brought up this article earlier, you know, the 10 most indulgent burgers in Toronto. So there's 10 of them here, obviously. Yes. And we've eaten it, you know, I've eaten at Shamrock Burger. Yeah. We've talked about, Jeff's eaten at the Holy Chuck.
I have, yep.
Yeah. Did you have this particular burger, Jeff?
No, I didn't. I forgot what I had. It was a while ago. But so I might go there again, only because, you know, I forgot what the Holy Chuck burger was. Maybe I might get this one.
This one's called the Holy Duck. Yeah. It's a burger with seared foie gras, double smoked bacon, white truffle oil, and maple syrup. It sounds like it's perfect. Yeah. Like it sounds so good.
To put a duck egg on there. Oh, that'd be good.
Sounds good. Burger's Priest, which we love. That's the Four Horsemen, 4 patties. So remember when I talked about the option? This is back in episode 1. I think it is not episode 1, season 1, episode 2. I think. Okay. Talk about Burger's Priest, and I was talking about that option. This one has 2 option patties and 2 regular patties, and it's with all the fixings. And then
Yeah.
It's in between two grilled
Two
cheese
grilled cheese
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Oh,
Nice.
so good. Top Gun.
Okay.
We talked about that before.
So we could say technically that between the two of us, we've had the top 4 burgers in Toronto.
we didn't have the burgers. I mean, we just ate at the place.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
we had the place. Yeah.
So we've at least eaten at these places, but it's kind of like now that this article's out, kind of like a little mini mission that maybe we'll tackle these 10.
Yeah.
Maybe in 2021. Yeah. We'll see.
And for those of you that haven't heard yet, don't live in Toronto, so we mentioned this back in season 1, but unfortunately, the Canadian National Exhibition, or the CNE, or the X, they have decided to not run again this year due to the pandemic. It's still early May, or so mid-May, so some things are happening, so they may reconsider in late August. But for right now, as far as we know, there's no CNE or the X, so there's no CNE food. So myself and Ken are going to tackle, this is our project for this summer at least, try these burgers. And you know what? That article with the burritos, maybe on the off weeks, we might try the burritos too. You never know.
That's a lot of burritos to try. 35.
35. Well, you've had 2. We've had 1 each so far. So there we go.
That's true. We've had them. So and
we got 16 more to go each. There we go.
There we go.
12. No, 12.
Yeah, 12 each though.
Yes.
Yeah, Top Gun burgers on the list.
That.
A Slayer. Bulgur. This one might be a tough one because this one's a 60-ounce patty.
Yes.
So if you're looking at that picture there, it's going to be a tough one to get. Yeah. And then Matt's Burger Lab. Have you eaten there? It sounds so familiar.
I haven't. I haven't. No. That looks good though.
Aussies. And then Burger Alley is as the last one on the list. And that's another Scarborough one as well.
All right.
So look at that monstrosity. This one has like grilled cheese sandwiches as buns too. So
that's it.
It's going to be a lot of fun tackling that. But that's basically, you know what? We talked about today about Scarborough's top burrito and then Toronto's most indulgent burger. It was awesome. Awesome eating these foods. And definitely, if you think about it, these are foods that are worth mentioning. And before I let my brother sign us off, we're going to ask you to do something super easy. If you're getting value from our podcast, whether you're enjoying our recommendations or you're just getting entertained by us talking about, food worth mentioning, then we invite you to either like, subscribe, share, or comment. It is a super easy way, and it's a simple way for you to support our podcast and to do so for free. Right, Jeff?
That is right. And in your comments, if you know a place that you want us to try, please add it in, we welcome everything. We welcome everything. And then until next time, remember this quote from Julia Child: people who love to eat are always the best people.
And that, of course, includes my brother, Chef Jeff Santos. I'm his brother, Kenny Santos, and you as well if you love to eat food worth mentioning. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
All right. Take care. You've been listening to Santos Brothers Eat.
Food worth mentioning.